Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beyond the Summit. We hang out, we play video games in the California sun, and teams have been eliminated, but this definitely had a whole lot of fun in the sun. It's been great. We have got a water slide now. You can see modeled by some of the Beyond the Summit staff. I need to go get my trunks.
Shut up, woman, get on my horse.
It's a courier.
No? That's a spicy meat.
It's a spicy meatball. It is.
It's an older meme, but it checks out.
I was too late, boys.
Yeah, can you put it on a little? I bet as you put it on, they started getting frags.
Probably.
The NiP magic. So we're in North America, and we have North American teams competing.
Nice.
OpTic and Liquid.
It's almost as if the tournament is rigged.
Absolutely, entirely rigged. Yeah, fixed. Someone could describe it as fixed.
I mean, we do have steel here, so it's not a surprise.
God,
how many more of these
this horse is dead. You know how you just said, get on my horse?
Yeah.
The horse you're getting on is dead. It's just fucking straight up.
That's
straight up dead. Slipped out.
It's a way to refer to his mother.
OpTic, Liquid, myself, Yanko, and Steel. I managed to grab myself a draken. He's just refreshing himself. He's on his way.
I'm not DDK, thank you very much.
Stop it. We have the duck still, and we have a good game ahead of us. If you have just missed it, by the way, Cloud9 have prevailed over NiP in the lower bracket, so that means NiP hanging out now.
You know what's cool about this horse?
Okay, now this is a problem. This is a problem, mate.
Horse. You know what's good about this duck?
Yeah, Canadian education, everybody. This is a horse.
Whatever.
No, try. Go on.
No, it's fine.
No, tell me.
No, it's fine.
I need to know now.
Just sit down.
Come hang out. Yeah.
This duck does not judge me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But everything else does in this house.
Well, this guy does in particular. I don't know.
Shut up, woman, get on my horse. You got it in my
It was
head
a
now.
good meme.
Is it Weeble stuff? Is that what it was?
I don't remember.
I think it was all Weeble stuff. You know, like
Look at my
No
Look
horse.
at my
walls, no
horse. My
walls.
horse is amazing.
Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. Yeah,
Have a stroke of its mane. It turns into a plane, and then it turns back again
then
when
you
you
tug
tug
on
on
its
its winky.
phallic object. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, we were
'cause
talking
that's
about
where we're gonna
horses
draw the
simulation
line.
the other day,
no
so
walls.
That's where we're
Swimming
gonna
through
draw the line,
ocean,
of
causing a
course.
commotion. Here he comes.
It's draken.
Drake has got himself some fruit. Of course, he's eating healthy. The little Swedish model joining us.
I heard that draken means pussycat in Swedish. Can you confirm that? Yes.
It means pussycat? Wait, what? Oh,
It's-
okay, you're
it's
trolling.
dragon, obviously.
Yeah. Is it draken or draken?
For me, it's draken, but
Draken.
I mean, I like draken. It sounds, neat a bit, but draken also works. I don't know.
Oh, damn it, he doesn't care.
So draken.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
Anders is going to
draken
keep
is
saying
pretty cool.
draken.
Draken.
Because
Yeah.
he's Scandinavian, but everyone else is going to
Yeah.
call him Drake.
Damn
Until
sorry.
Dan comes in and calls him something like Dracoon.
Dracoon.
Because that's apparently what he thinks he should be.
Yo,
called.
so you've been here for a couple of days now. Draken. That's my Swedish accent. What do you make of this whole like Beyond the Summit shenanigan? You know, like just hanging out in a house, having some fruit, just chilling on the sofa. What do you make of it all?
It's really nice. I mean, I haven't been to so many top tier events before this, but yeah, it was like Star Ladder and then maybe WSG, which was in China or
That's
Ukraine,
right. Yeah.
but that was like still pretty like decent. It wasn't so many top teams, but I really like this format with really casual mood going on.
It's a bit of a it's a bit of a chill vibe for sure. And how has it been for you now, dude? Like from a personal perspective, going from getting swiped up from Epsilon. Everyone was suggesting, you were a player to watch. I think Device. Did you see Device called you as like player to break out 2017?
Yeah, that was really.
And
really
you got the
cool.
offer. How did that come about? How did that conversation start?
Well, first it was like Heaton contacted me and said that they wanted to do a podcast and stuff, and then everything just happened so quick. I mean, like from like a week after, I went to his apartment, we had a meeting, and then we couldn't do the podcast. So then he like started to talk about a future in NiP maybe, and yeah, so I got excited as fuck. Like.
I believe it, right?
Heaton locked him in his apartment until he said yes.
Just like
joining NiP.
Just holding a knife. Like, are you joining? Sign it. Sign it.
So do you want to have a future?
Is that how it went? You're
Yeah,
smiling
that-
because it's how it happened, right?
Yeah, it's how it's happened. But and then it was like I went
Not allowed
home.
to talk about it because of the settlement.
Yeah, but I went home. I chilled a bit. I knew something was going on. They were gonna contact me on the weekday, and then they just said like it called me on Skype and said like we're committed and let's do it.
So did you just have like a whole week just kind of sitting there nervously,
Yeah,
you're kind of waiting for the call?
Yeah, it was pretty.
What did you do? Just like play FPL?
I went to some cinema to like Do you call it cinema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you referring to?
I
Watch a movie?
just chill the fuck out, you know.
Yeah.
Took it down a notch.
So basically, just trying to turn your brain off until you got the call. Yeah, I feel you.
But it was some. It was a heated week.
I believe
so
it.
To speak.
A heated week, basically. Draken partied. You partied for 7 days straight. Yeah, that's what he's trying to tell us.
Cinema.
Cinema. That's what you
That's
call
how
it,
we
right?
call it?
Yeah.
No, we call it a rave.
Yeah.
The rave, yeah.
Yeah. Hardcore raiding. Raiding?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft slip up. My bad. Apparently, that's such a weird jump I'm about to make. Apparently, Swedish Counter-Strike took a big hit because of World of Warcraft. Or was it Norwegian? Someone told me this. Vendetta, I think, told me this.
I played some, but
Apparently, like loads of players just like stopped practicing because of WoW.
yeah, I mean,
Did you hear this? Is it Scandi?
I don't know. I was like always. Now I'm 21. So when I was 14 years old, I played like Source from 11 to 14.
Yeah.
With like semi-pros like Twist, Berg. But then I stopped playing WoW, and then I started to play Hon, Heroes of New Earth.
Yeah.
I was really fucking good at that. I even played with Peter Pandam and Sai, you know, these guys.
Damn.
But yeah, then CS:GO, I saw this game and I got hooked.
Was it as easy as that? Just like, okay, this game looks
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, it was always like Source was where I like dropped all friends to play Source. You know, it was like my geek time.
Thank God for WoW then.
Yeah.
That, you know, pulled you out of that.
Yeah, so
horrible
WoW
game.
pulled me out. Hon pulled me in a bit, and then I was like off for a year, and then CS:GO came to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now you're a ninja.
Now I'm a fucking ninja.
Now you're a fucking ninja.
Yeah, dude.
Which brings you joy.
Yeah, dude.
Pure joy.
Pure joy.
Pure joy.
Okay, OpTic Liquid. Set the scene, Steel. It's your job. OpTic Liquid. If someone wants to know, you know, what's going down with these teams at this point
The
in
lay
time?
of the land.
Incredibly talented North American teams facing off against one another, both with new members.
Sure.
Actually, Liquid using OpTic's old in-game leader. Very, very sneaky sly move to get a one-up. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how much we should really explore this discussion. It's just interesting to me. Do you know like where Stan is at? Because I know he's been having a bit of a nightmare from fans.
I think he's upstairs.
God, I hate you so much. He has been having a bit of a nightmare though, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I can kind of empathize with him.
Yeah.
Every time anything happens, it's always the same dumb. And it's basically like what Yanko's doing to me all weekend. Just like being a dead horse.
Right.
Just being annoying.
Is it like because this whole like I saw it's like
Incessant.
people keep tweeting him snake emojis.
Yeah.
Like what is that? Like that would tilt me.
Yeah, and it's
Calling him a
also
snake 'cause he
it's
changed
also
teams?
it's also like under the impression that he's actually snaking out the teams, but no one actually really knows what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people.
Do you know?
I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe he is a big snake. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Do you know?
Stanislav?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do the jackasses that send spam tweets know?
No.
So
That's blue.
Oh yeah, that was a spicy meatball. That was. I had a little bit of a brawl.
Let's talk about Dust Moretz. Still.
Dust Moretz.
What?
It's actually pronounced Moray.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
It's like Colbert.
Get it right. Gosh.
Get it right. Get it tight.
Get it. Sorry.
What?
Excuse me.
Did that just happen?
I think Chris should change his name to Get Tight. That would be a better name.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about him. And actually, you know what, Draken? While we have you here, playing against North American teams for a while, it was like it was a very noticeable playstyle difference. Like people would say, it's different to play against someone from a different region. Do you still find that in any way? Like you can tell, or in any regard, it feels different, or they play different, or is it starting to level out?
No, not. You mean like only from the regions, or like from tier 2 to tier 1, or?
I mean, I'd
Wait,
probably
are
say
you calling
region
Cloud9
specific.
tier 2?
No, I mean.
Or are you calling yourselves tier 2?
Yeah, I was tier 2. Now I'm tier 1.
Right.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
that's an interesting question. We could probably he's actually got a better question. Let's use yours. Tier 1 to tier 2. I mean, that must be quite tier 2 to tier 1 must be quite a jump.
Yeah, I mean, we always were like so close to the breakthrough in Epsilon. We played like Virtus Pro on WSG.
Yeah.
We had like 2 close maps. We played Envy a lot, like on Gfinity, and then on WSG again. We split maps with them. And I can't remember, it was like...
You got some big results,
yeah,
absolutely.
like Godsent
DreamHack
as well, when they had JV
Wait,
and
so what do you
Flusha.
consider Godsent? Tier 2 or tier 3?
I mean, they had Flusha and JV, which is...
Oh.
That moment, it was still... But we had like 13-2 the last map. in a best of 3 on Mirage, and as T we choked the fuck out. So as usual, you know. But yeah, I mean it's a bit of a step, but it takes of course some time to me. Like a bit, didn't play good at Star Ladder. I feel like I was not comfortable. You know, I didn't get the flow. So I mean, it takes a while, but I feel like I'm confident now.
Is it like just personally you didn't feel comfortable, or was it that you hadn't got to grips with the team weren't?
Yeah, I mean, outside the game it was really good with the team, but I think it was inside the game a bit. You know how, because in Epsilon I had a really free role. I did whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're kind of nervous. It's like, oh, I'm in a new team. I want to impress them. I don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. But now I'm starting. I was like online. I was more confident as well. With the, I could call something. I could say no, exist. Let's do this, or like drop me this, or drop me an up. I drop you MP. Or like in my decision making, it was more. But
would saying it's a comfort level thing be accurate?
Yeah.
You feel more comfortable, like if you make a mistake, you're okay because you've shown what you can do. If you you feel more comfortable giving input because you feel like you know your team and you know that how they'll take your advice.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes it's like there's small things with like if I carry a bomb or if I'm running first or small stuff like that. I like some players I played a lot or not a lot but some rounds around my teammates, which an op has to do obviously.
Sure.
So yeah, now I feel like I have established that in myself, with this LAN and with all the matches. But in Star Ladder I was a bit, off. I didn't hit my shots. Like I said, like for example on overpass, if you go like long, I should have like just stayed here.
Right.
As terrorist, I should have just stayed, waited for them to push out the boxes here. All of we call it fifth. But I went, through, tried to do some plays in the smoke. So, I mean, now I'm feeling more comfortable to do the right place.
It's interesting that you've actually got like one mistake that you're still thinking about now. Like, it's like so specific. Like,
I think every player does that.
What, those one mistakes? Yeah.
I still have. Well,
that's one
shut
mistake.
the fuck up.
Shut up.
I have a lot of.
Do you have what? You still have
no,
plays?
I still remember some times that I fucked up in games from years ago. Yeah.
Tell me when I'm interested. Can you actually remember it?
There was one round in particular against Fnatic at Gfinity in group stages where I was on Dust 2.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Where I was at like a bomb site and there was a player coming towards me and he didn't really see me at a silence USP. I started shooting him in the back and I accidentally right-clicked and then started undoing my silencer. I'm like,
that's.
How'd you not start screaming? Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I know. That sound that.
Just how do you say? Just spend every muscle in your body and like.
There's like another round, for example, against it was Titan at the time. We were playing them on Dust 2 as well, and like Daze and I are like a 2 versus 1, and we're retaking the B bomb site. And Skadoodle says there's a kid at the doors. So like I'm on the bomb, but I have a 10 seconds. I get off the bomb to go to the door. The kid's actually back plat. And I didn't.
You had time.
I had time. I had time to defuse it, and then by the time I got back on the bomb, there's like 9 seconds left, and I didn't have a kit. So I'm just like, God damn it, dude! Like I should have just stopped because, like, even though he calls that there's a kit there,
you don't need one.
I don't need one. All I have to do is get on the bomb, make the guy peek, and then defuse it, right?
Yanko, you got anything that stick out? Do you have one of those errors?
Yeah, I remember a round when we were at DreamHack Bucharest. We played very games then. And we were playing Nuke, and our Nuke was like, we were pretty confident on CT side. We had like 5 or 6 rounds ST, and we won pistol and anti-eco. And I took a USP in the second round so I could buy an op in the third round because I knew they were going to buy. And I knew that Scream always goes on silo. So first gun round, I have an op. I'm all the way back, like just holding the silo angle. He peeks me like a lil and kills me before I can fire a gun. And I'm like... No, I actually missed my first shot, and then I re-picked to get him. I re-picked to kill him because I had the advantage, obviously, and I just died, and I'm like, yeah, I just lost the round because the team was doing something else, and they had control of secrets.
It's funny how that just players will never forget those kind of those hard hitting moments.
And similar thing against
I also remember how other people have fucked me over and teammates. What? Oh, that haunts me still too.
What, specific players?
Specific players doing like either like a decision that they've made or like a communication like bad call or just something bad that just like.
Such a North American Counter-Strike thing.
Oh man, I'm still triggered to this day.
You threw that smoke in 2013. You fucked me, man. Stop it. Move on.
No, not exactly like that, no. But whatever.
OpTic Liquid, you should probably talk about the game a little bit. Sorry, Yanko, let's hear your
Well,
last
you're the host.
No,
you're supposed to kind
I'm not even the host. I'm not supposed to be hosting.
I want to say, like, there's been so many mistakes that I can't possibly remember them. Like, it's just like there's just a big mush. It's called my career, basically, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, this game is, I mean, interesting. Obviously, the whole Stanislas storyline, right? That OpTic is obviously very, very, very motivated to play against them, but I just feel that Liquid is a way stronger team at the moment. Specifically because of that in-game leader position, right? They brought in Jason on trial. He's never played basically at this level of competition, and he's never in-game led before, except for Rakas, of course. So it's going to be very difficult for him to adapt to this role.
There's JDM.
JDM.
I think as well, as you said, like Stanislaw is the really good addition, and then this guy Twists. I mean, on our matchup against them, we were like down 1-6 on Cobblestone, and he had like 16 frags or something. Like his aim is so crisp.
I'm scared for OpTic here. I don't know if I've said it before, but if I have, I'll say it again. In-game leading is more than just calling strats. It's like your approach to the game. It's how you take control of the team. And Jason's never been an in-game leader. Like he's.
Is this for Silo?
This is for Silo.
Ooh.
To bring him in and then just like have him be an in-game leader, you can't really force a person in that role and have them do it well, especially if they're new at it at top level. So I'm scared. I'm scared for OpTic.
This is so loud.
I've never seen this before.
4 going straight down Cat. Mixwell's going to be backing away from that one. It means that Rush can come from behind him. Mixwell, patience is rewarded. 2, and Elise surely going to go down. There it is. It will be OpTic taking the first one. Liquid going for something a bit new. Never seen that before?
Never seen that before. We had a pistol though. It was pretty like
similar.
Yeah, pretty similar to that one. But we rushed 3 up silo.
Yeah.
And then just dropped main and just insta bombed out 2 door and 2 main like a splitter. But they got to run like all the way out through Cat.
I think they were hoping to catch someone on yard. You know, with 4 players, they were just running and hoping to get a kill. But in the end, they just got all the way to heaven. And with all the noise, as you mentioned, Alex, OpTic could rotate. I mean, those 2 kills from Mixwell, if he only gets 1 even, maybe OpTic loses the round, but
Mixwell saves the day.
They go straight into a Tech-9 force, used all of their nades to get towards Secret. They did manage to do so with all 5 players, so NiP has a lot of work to do. This is something OpTic did yesterday, just had 1 player rotate, and he mostly falls 1 for 1. Oh, alright.
I gotta love CSGO sometimes.
Tech-9, standard.
Well balanced.
Standard Tech-9. Oh, Mixwell needed to hit that. That's going to keep things level. And actually, it looks like Jason's going to do the necessary dirty work to get OpTic second. Just Elige then, or who's already been filthy with his Tech-9. Maybe can do something with the UMP. Scavenged away from Tarek.
I feel like this is the big problem in general on Nuke. They got to Secret, they even had a 4v3, and still, like, they had no utility left. And it's so difficult to get actually onto the bomb site and plant the bomb. Sure, they were still like went in one by one pretty much, but even if they went in together, it would still be difficult for them to win the round without having a smoke for the plant or a molly for ramp, at least to cut off some of the angles with utility.
I don't think we saw OpTic play Nuke yesterday. We saw Liquid doing it, and Liquid versus Gambit. Gambit was always playing like 2 people down lower with Adrenin. I don't remember who else it was. Maybe like, whatever. They had a crossfire lower, but here, OpTic just has NiP by himself. Gets 1 for 1. It's not good enough. Ever on CD side, especially on Nuke.
Do you personally like Nuke now, Draken? I mean, we were saying that it's something that could work with your, like you don't have enough options as an AWP. You get a bit kind of bit limited. Do you feel like you're limited on Nuke of all maps?
I mean, I'm still figuring out how to really play yard.
Yeah.
Because like.
What, you mean CT?
Yeah, CT. And as terrorists as well, because we do a lot of smoke. So, like, I think as terrorists, you need to have this balance between taking underground and taking outer, taking garage and aiming. But the CT as well. I feel like all the teams I've spectated here are like always playing the up around the catwalk, and even letting them go down or stuff like that. I tend to play more yard, and then I rotate.
You don't like ramp?
I do like ramp. I could. That's the thing. I'm still figuring out how to play, So I start yard, then I either go catwalk or ramp.
I mean, Get Right was playing ramp very consistent. I guess he kind of does the job for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That round was actually really smart by Liquid there. They they didn't upgrade any pistols and they didn't have any grenades or anything like that. They went up to the roof, broke the glass a little bit. What that tells OpTic is, hey, we're going to start doing flashes through the roof. OpTic starts replying by using their grenades and their incendiaries. Nothing happens still. Liquid goes up, breaks the glass again. OpTic uses more grenades. Even if Liquid loses the round, which they probably are, it forces OpTic to fully rebuy all the grenades. Then there's a dry upper push. Everyone just runs out the hut, distracts everyone. Nitro's able to sneak down the bomb, down vents with the bomb and get a bomb plant. That was like everything you could ask for because you make all 5 OpTic players rebuy grenades, and you get a bomb plant, and you invested no money into that round at all. Like that's cool. A huge win from Liquid there, and it's something that I think every team can learn from.
Draken, how do you feel about Op on T side Nuke? Because I feel that it's supposed to be highly situational. Only like when you know where the CT is going to be and you can get just an early pick. But otherwise, it feels like with all the smokes and all the like close quarters angles, it's just better to play 5 rifles.
Yeah, it's definitely like the hardest map to play up on, I feel like. And I mean, in general, I just think Nuke is a shit map, but it's like too much, and yeah. But yeah, as you said, I sometimes in practice I practice AK to see how it works on Nuke more than on other maps, But yeah, as you said, it's so much smokes involved, pop rounds going together.
And it's not really like one of those maps where when you plant the bomb, for example, where are you going to put your opper where he's going to just... It's not like Cobble, you plant B and then you have an opper on B platform and he can cover a lot of different areas pretty much by himself. On Nuke, if you plant upper, where are you going to put the op to defend the bomb? Like inside, it's also unfavorable angles. On lower, maybe if you like put him behind silo to watch ramp, that's for example like one of the...
Yeah, I tend to go like on A sides, for example, I always go like hut, yellow, aim maybe main, aim radio, then I can help catwalk as well, up catwalk, and yeah, and on B, I don't know really, it's like long, I feel like, and as you said, like behind the bomb site, watching ramp.
Liquid are down 4-0 and Money's a bit of an odd one still.
And the clock is ticking down.
It's also like OpTic in that round, they had sort of a bonus round. They had a scout and 2 UMPs, still managed to win the round. Sure conceded the bomb plant, but doesn't really matter too much at this point. The round loss bonus is accumulating for Liquid.
In case you're wondering, Josh, why we do that, why we do say the score and we say what the money's like, is it's because it reminds viewers, from one, it's a quick way without having to say, let's get back on topic. You just simply start using the score and it gets you back where you want to be.
I know. I'm just being a dick.
It's a necessary casting tool.
I know.
Just want to make sure you're aware that, you're not being funny.
Always be a dick, man. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. No, but as well in garage there, you saw him peek. Like I think really they should do so you can peek more. Peek up silo and peek down without moving so much back and forth. You should just move like sideways. I feel like.
Nap by himself again, lower.
You do wonder how many times are they going to lose control like this without changing something.
They're probably not going to change it this game.
Change it because?
I don't think they'll be able to change it this game either. I just don't think they have the type of leadership to understand that they need to change it.
Yeah, that's obviously a huge problem. You know, that's something that when we talk about the world's best teams, for example, Astralis, they're so good at just adapting, you know, over the course of a half, even over the course of a round. If you can see them call something and they realize it's not the perfect call, like the CT setup is not what they expect, and they just switch it up to something else. And here we have OpTic over the course of a tournament not being able to adjust their CT setups. I just don't understand their thought process once they lose control of yard. Where are the players? Like, do they keep?
Yeah.
They probably keep more players on upper. That's the only thing that would make sense, because they're afraid of an upper split. But
so if I'm NAF in this situation, and this has happened twice, what I would hope he's doing, and this is what I would do, is say, look, they keep coming lower, or they've come lower twice already. I need someone down here with me.
Can he not just smoke it like Freiburg was?
He could smoke it, but that's just it's like a band-aid, right? It's just. I think it was like a Liege that did that, right?
I feel like JDM should go down as well underground now and peak more, because they're always taking yard like this, you know.
Yeah, it's just a delay though, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm NAF, someone come downstairs with me, and if like you can't figure out a setup right now, let's take a tactical pause. Like even though it's only 4-1, like this is gonna keep happening.
Where is NAF?
And NAF's gonna be by himself at lower.
Where is NAF?
Is he there? He's on his way. All right.
Once more.
Here we go.
Down to the breach. Oh, Jason's actually hiding in the lower bomb site now, so they're going to play it more
That's what
passive.
You want. There you go.
Well, they're still like really disjointed here, right? Like NAF's just in the vents. Where's the trade kill?
That's zero trade.
There is none. Don't worry though, Jason's hiding in a corner where he has nowhere to escape to and no backup.
He's gonna get the kill, Josh. That's all that matters.
Well, now his position's given away, and he's going one for. Oh, okay. So
it's not too bad. Now from behind, you see Tarek. He comes prowling, not crowling. That's not a real word. I mean, getting that door closed, and now actually, Liquid are in a very tight spot. Jason, just getting that bomb plant was enough.
But that was tunnel visioning by Liquid. Like 3 people were all watching the same thing, right? That wasn't like a good play from OpTic. It was a misplay, a heavy misplay from Liquid.
So, 15. Jason hasn't moved a muscle. JDM knows it. No chance that bomb's getting planted.
Yeah, tunnel visioning all in that one spot.
So
that's terrible.
Since we're talking so much about how you can like rotate to secret and everything, I think a good setup for OpTic here would be after Mixwell fires off a shot yard and can't do anything because of the smokes, he should rotate to Hell and watch like ramp from there. The ramp player should go with NAF towards secret, and they should establish a crossfire. The 4th player with the rifle should probably play all the way from CT spawn and just watch like rafters and a flank from there. Basically watch Mixwell's back, and the 5th player can just stay on upper by himself. Yeah. And you know, he's obviously the weak point.
But if you're playing upper, you should be able to get at least like 2, if not 3.
Or you can just have that guy, instead of CT spawn, play like Heaven, which is a bit more risky, easier for him to get flanked. But, you know, he's closer to help the upper bomb side. Nice spray.
Good control. And NAF was able to get away after the spray as well, so he's able to pick up a 3rd, maybe even a 4th. He repicks with his 4 bullets. Oh, he's reloaded.
We kept highlighting NAF, talking about the pressure mounting on him, and now he's on track for an ace. If he does check that vent exit.
They're going to go up. Oh, this is so slimy.
Tarek was waiting, and we are going to get JDM potentially planting. Nope, tell a lie. Rush lying in wait, and that's going to be another for OpTic. 6-1 now. Looking like it could very well be 7 before Liquid get another chance at this. Look at their money as well. That's a bank of Mixwell. 10 grand in the bankaroo.
This is like a 12-3 game, I feel like.
12-3 half. What is like for you an average T-Ret T-side in Nuke these days? Because people seem to think it's actually getting much more favored or lenient towards the Ts as it used to be.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like I'm happy with 7, I guess.
Okay.
6 is
Happy with 7.
Yeah, 7's alright. I
Seven's
guess.
alright, you know. No, but
So you're not happy with 6?
I feel like, you know, in the start it was a bit more. Yeah, I'm happy with 6 as well. I feel like, but it was a bit more, you know, when it just came out, like early these days, it felt like a bit of a team map. You know, a bit like the most heavy team map, even more than Cobble and stuff. But feels like the meta is a bit more city-sided nowadays. So
I think Liquid could be able to stabilize and get 4 or 5 rounds, and not just 3. Dare I say it? Have I jinxed it? Smoke.
I mean, they're getting like map control. They get to a position where they could plant the bomb, but it's just in those like 4v3s, 4v4 situations, their decision making isn't as crisp. You know, they start going out one by one instead of trying to take the sites as a unit, and then they just get picked off by the rotating OpTic players. It's like they do the hard part, and then they screw up when it's the, you know,
I
easier.
want to see this molly. Is this for Hut?
Might be top hut, yeah.
No?
No?
It is. Okay, Draken's nodding, but he's got fruit in his mouth.
Wow.
Okay, so the molly for Hut. What do you kind of coordinate that with? A couple of flashbangs for an upper push? Let's have a look. He's not necessarily committing to that yet. Liquid have just gone pure silent.
How they're gonna pull this off without having the art presence?
That's
Slimy.
Hut. Love it. Absolutely love that. You can see what it's done. It's forced Tarek to go fighting right next to the door, and
Oh, hello.
hello, Tarek. He knows there's another one. He's going to get both. That's all he needed to do. Now brings it to a 2 versus 2, and Elige has got 1. Looking rather hungry for a second. He's going to have to take a quick hiatus as he does punch in those digits. Jason not interested in taking any of that fight until his teammate is turning up, and turn up he does. Mixwell hunting Nitro to complete the set. Full nades on Nitro. If he makes this a 1v1, it's going to be easy, but Mixwell's having other plans. The Spaniard makes his voice heard and brings home number 8. This is getting out of control now.
Alicia's awareness and his position there by the silos, just exposing himself to mini.
Right.
That's unacceptable.
I feel like that smoke as well in huts when, like we have around as well. We did it like the first day. We were gonna do a split with flashes from T-roof.
Yeah.
And then when they just smoke hut, yellow, as we call it, it's like you always get fucked, you know, because there's always one close, like Exist plays it as well, you know, pretty close to hut, smokes it off and just stand there, because it's so easy. And you can't really get pop flash, because you can just dodge the wall.
Oh, the little corner.
Yeah.
It's a very strong position, and teams have been using that position for years. And, okay, the context of the round, I don't know what's happening here, but, oh, it's a pistol armor buy from Liquid. Okay. The context of the round was that they already, so the terrorists, Liquid, already molly top hut, so no one could be there. They killed the guy far vent, so no one can be there. And they're already getting out Squeaky, and mini garage is already smoked off. Why not just cancel at hut and go back out Squeaky?
Yeah, I agree. That would have been like a way better decision. I guess it's one of those things where the strat is called, you know what your job is, and you just keep going at it, basically.
That's when you need to have some sort of individual
intuition.
Yeah, presence
and intuition,
of mind. Yeah.
That's the word. That's what we're looking for.
Which word? We just
Presence of mind.
Presence of mind. That's 3 words.
That's the phrase.
Nice. Alright, so yeah, it might be 12-3.
Yeah. Or 13-2.
You see Liquid getting at least 1 more.
Or 41, yeah.
Yeah, 14-1.
I think the only thing we can be sure of is not 15-0.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee.
That is a guarantee.
I mean,
surely.
Maybe.
But you know what's so interesting is you can see him when you're at the front of your screens there now. Stan up against his old team. That's quite, I mean, you know, if you peel back all the Counter-Strike and all of the strats, it is just a man who made a choice of one team over another and now battling for survival.
I don't get that. Why did they even live? Because they were doing great, right?
They were.
They could just, like...
that doesn't necessarily matter. There's so many things that can go into why a player would want to leave a team. It could be that he doesn't see long-term success. It could be personality issues. It could be that there's 1 or 2 players on the team that he doesn't think are good enough and he wants to, you know, upgrade potentially.
Or He just saw, high prospects with Liquid.
Or
he
he saw high
this looks great.
Yeah, but it's difficult, to, because his team was doing so well at the time.
Sure.
They won E-League, second in DCS. Sure, the major wasn't really a success for them, but you would still had faith in that team. I think one of the main reasons is the reactions of his teammates. That they were so surprised. It kind of, forces you to think what could have been the reason, because they were surprised.
So I'll use something from personal experience. I wanted to leave iBuyPower, and I did like several months before, like even at like Face It LAN, I'd already like left the team, SIVA LAN. Yeah. That's when we started having our biggest success, but I still didn't see long-term success because I couldn't play as well as I needed to play. I didn't have as much control over the team as I wanted to have in terms of like leadership and strategy creation and running the strats. And even though Swag's like insane, Daze was good, Skadoodle was good, like we had all the best players, we weren't friends outside of the game. Like there were so many things, like personality issues, there was like struggle for control, there was communication issues in terms of, some players were too quiet. So
I think, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, even though we were the best team in North America, I felt like we were gonna be limited and we'd never be able to get to where everyone expected us to be. Yeah. And because of that, I didn't want to be, like, I wasn't having as much fun as I felt I should have had or could have had on the team.
No, I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry, I kept talking. Right through the round that Liquid won.
Yeah, OpTic was struggling yet again.
Couch host left, so...
OpTic was struggling yet again with
Liquid won a round, but...
Sorry guys, these waters are coming through me.
They had...
That's what one does.
We got a 13-2 right here.
There it is.
The 13-2?
Draken called it. No worries.
No, I'm still believing in 12-3.
So just fill me in. What did I miss? Where did that round come from? Was it just a question of Angels, or was there something new from Liquid?
No, they just
went
lost
lower
control
again, right?
of Secrets again.
Okay.
Mixwell was there with the op. He missed his shot, got one kill with the molly, and then Liquid had control, and this time they just entered the site properly. They had the utility, the smoke for the plant and everything.
I mean, that was the big difference in the other round that Liquid tried doing the exact same strat, is that Jason got the kill on the bomb planter, and then Liquid tunnel vision on him. Jason wasn't down there to deny plant. Once the bomb was planted, it was a lot easier to win the round.
Yeah, but also to touch briefly on the, a player and reasons why he might leave. There's also, like, a team isn't only what you see in official games or how they act in officials or tournaments. Practice is like probably 80% of your play time.
Yeah.
So if you have a player who's slacking, who's not being focused, who's making all the same mistakes again and again, obviously if you're winning tournaments, you're not gonna change that player, most likely.
Well, that's why Fnatic
right?
stayed together for so long.
Yeah, but if you still have some issues, that's something that might be very frustrating, especially for an in-game leader. If you have a player who's not, fulfilling his tasks perhaps, or is not trying hard enough, you just don't see the point because the in-game leaders mostly put in the most hours in the game. So yeah, that's something that can demotivate you basically, and
I feel like it's as well important, to have.
Yeah, 13-2. That's what I said, right?
Yeah, but I feel like as well, it's so important to have this outside relationship, because I feel like SK, Virtus Pro, these were the first teams, and then Astralis. I feel like they were like really good friends outside the game. Do everything outside the game. You really have, because then you really trust each other, and with your calls, with your plays, everything. So,
and you also trust each other to be able to deliver criticisms that you need to be able to deliver. Like Virtus Pro, for example, will say whatever they need to say to one another, and they know at the end of the day they're still gonna be teammates. They're still gonna respect one another.
No, that's really important.
Yeah.
They have to be able to talk out.
I like this.
This is.
He's planted for himself defense as well.
Yeah, Stanislav is playing this perfectly. Like, if you want to learn how to clutch in this type of situation, here you go.
Wow, what a masterclass. The nade would have killed him as well. It's good. It's good.
Is he going to stick it?
No, he hasn't. Stan's just going to count on it. I like this. Look at that restraint. Wow,
well,
nerves of steel, and he's going to peek just at the right time. No.
Oh, that's a sick flick, but I don't think enough time.
No time. No. Quick flick, though.
That was a really good flick, but Stanislav played that perfectly. I said 12-3, right?
You said, bro.
Nice.
That, I mean, of all people to clutch as well, that's going to be feeling good for Stan. Just a 1 versus 3. against OpTic Gaming in a much-needed round.
Of all the players on Liquid that would want to have in a clutch situation, no matter how good like Elysia's aim is, or Nitro's aim is, or how individually talented they are, mechanically skilled, same thing with Twist, I think Stanislav is going to make the smartest decision. And like his aim's good enough, like his mechanical skills are good enough that he can, you know, combined with his like game sense and just awareness of everything, I think that's like the sweet spot that he needs to hit. This is a good play by Mixwell.
Yeah, I like this.
Getting in front of the smoke, getting a kill on the back.
That's always what happens when I do it in practice. Like always. That's why I didn't do it yesterday.
You like the idea though? It sounds
I love that idea.
Yeah.
But
I think you did it once yesterday, no?
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind. It was Mo from Gambit, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
That would make sense. Moo.
Sorry, it was Doja from... Fuckers.
Twist is just wondering if that staircase is still there. Nope, it's gone. 4v4. Rush, he said he was tilted. Looks like he's expressing his anger through frags. Conceding a 1v3 against someone that decided that you weren't quite what he was looking for. And now Stan, the aforementioned player, is going to be doing his very best to just...
Was that player at ramp? Okay, no,
I thought it as well.
X-Ray confused us.
Naf saw Stan, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. There we go. Mustang.
What is going on? Tarek's pulled out a USP to finish this round off, and I think JDM's accepted that this is not going to be winnable. One of the best places to save a gun on that little forklift. It's so hard to see them. In fact, he's even going further back. He's out there. He's just going to have a little conversation with his teammates when he holds onto his ult.
Yep, and this is like prime time instead of using like a tactical timeout. You got 20 seconds right here, bud. Well, 40 seconds if you include the freeze time as well.
Yeah. Right, so this is when they just have a little conversation like, right,
yeah.
I'd love a fourth, boys. What do we do?
And then if JDM thinks he hears someone running towards him, he's like, shh, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I think it's very important for Liquid to stay composed here, because we saw it yesterday. They can have a strong CT side as well, and you know, 4 rounds even can prove to be a big difference compared to 3.
They have a good enough spawn. I think they're gonna open the door for JDM to peek into mini. I think that's like the biggest play that they have.
Twist doesn't have enough money for an aid though. JDM
I think they might just open it. I think they might just open the door.
Open it. Yeah.
It's a good play to do.
Do you like that? I mean, you did it a couple of times in your game.
Did I? I don't remember. Maybe I did, but...
Yeah, you got it. There you go.
There you go.
That's what they needed.
Mixwell down as well.
That was the only play that they had, really.
Yeah, because there's always one coming man, you know. Like
yeah. Well, Mixwell's the outside player as well, so he probably just... I don't know.
Look what that's given them. Look how much control they've been given.
Like, right now... Like, how does Jason get a kill down here? Like, why is Stanislav down here? Like, what?
Why is he there by himself?
Why is he down there by... Well, I mean... Whatever.
nice.
Jason shouldn't be allowed to get these. Like, off the 5 versus 4 with that op pick, like, you can just use that op and abuse, like, you go back outside now, or you go to ramp or something like that, right?
Twist is making it very costly, though. I mean, they had, what, a couple of pistols and an AWP, and they managed to make it down to a 1 versus 1.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It was a force buy, though.
It was a force buy.
It was a force, you're right. Let me look at that money now. Oof.
Honestly, like, there's a million of different things that you could do after getting it at 5 versus 4. And I think the way that Liquid played it is just the way that they shouldn't have played it.
I think it's fine, because they probably saw Mixwell die and they were like, okay, that's their yard player, we can take control of Secret. I think the problem was that Stanislav went control by himself. They shouldn't have split up. If they went in together and they get the trade kill on Jason, then they get the bomb plant, have another rifle, and then they're in a favorable situation. Instead, Jason was able to get that kill, buy more time, and I mean, those 2 kills as well seal the deal.
I mean, I still think that, like, if they're going to make any play there fast, it should be upper. I still think they should utilize that op for second pick. They've killed the opera already. Now you're just opping versus rifles. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Liquid should slow it down in that case. They got that pick like 20 seconds into the round. You still have a minute and a half to work with. There's no real reason to rush into anything, especially when you're low utility like that.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of preference. Like, what will the in-game leader call? Pretty much, maybe exactly because of like the lack of utility and equipment, they felt like if we wait too long, we're gonna get caught in some awkward battles where we're at a disadvantage. This way we can just try to push the advantage. straight up, and while they're still in chaos, rotating to lower, we can get the bomb down, get an extra kill, something like that. But yeah, now they're already down 2 players. Ramp is pretty much the only way they can go, and this is where OpTic should just play passive for info, long range, like they're doing, and then just rotate or die.
Rotate or die. Yanko's first album.
I like it.
Is that like Funny or Die or something?
Twists.
Frag or die.
Let's have a little look. If Naf
he's gotta
chooses
make
to
a
put,
play.
if Naf had given him just a little bit of an inch, he could have taken a mile.
I think with that smoke up, Twitch should have pushed and tried to kill Naf there in decon.
12-3, you called it, and we got it. Second map of this series.
Yeah. Second map? Is this the second map, dude?
This is definitely the first map, Alex. Draken, you fucked me.
Dude. Fuck
What
you
the
are,
hell? Language.
Sorry.
God damn.
I mean,
You're only allowed 1 fuck per hour.
Really?
reasonable.
Reasonable. Oh, so Liquid win the pistol. Possible? Comeback, you think?
Yeah.
12-3 is like a kind of a...
It's Nuke, so...
It's Nuke, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
That's
also
the
OpTic
consensus.
didn't really impress on their T side of Nuke, you feel
Right.
like.
Oh, excuse me.
You okay there, Alex? Want to take a minute?
Apparently there's a bed under the staircase in this house. I might just have a little nap. Oh. Was not expecting that.
Hello.
Hello. I was lounging, pulling some JDM moves.
Nice.
Naf's actually at the top of the scoreboard. So he was the name at the tip of your tongue when I asked for the most intimidating player. Still,
Yesterday I did say Naf.
Said Naf.
I think, like, I also forgot about Mixwell there too, though.
Which for a while, it was really odd. Mixwell at one point said that he wants to try and move away from the AWP.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Did
And then he
Yeah.
still played it.
Yeah.
Like, who was gonna play it? Anyway.
I remember Jason was super triggered by that because
Was he?
yeah, he was referencing that on the desk or something, and then the game comes in and Mixwell has like 15 kills with the AWP.
Yeah,
And
that's
Jason's in the post game like, well, seems like he lied. He's an AWPer. Still an
Maybe it was
AWPer.
all mind games to get the win, because his teammates were like, oh, his opponents were like, he's not.
No, I think he actually wanted to play more with the rifle, but then him and his team realized, actually, you're the best AWPer we have by far. So you just have to play with it.
Everyone loves to play AWP. Come on.
I think if an AWPer's in that situation where they're like, man, you know what, I don't really want to AWP anymore, I want a rifle. I think it's
Mang.
because he doesn't think his teammates who have rifles are doing enough, and they're not doing their role properly.
Oh, you think that's where that comes from? That stems from?
Yeah, I think so.
Like he sees it and he wants to do better, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Interesting. Because I don't know what his role was in G-Bots. I'm afraid that was too long ago for me. Like Barcelona.
Wasn't
I'm pretty
Pretty sure he was an AWPer back then.
Yeah, Kairi.
Was he
or
AWPing
he?
then as well?
Was Mixwell or was Kairi in that
I think
team?
Kairi was, but I think he was rifling.
Really?
Yeah, from what I remember.
Let's
I
not
guess I'm
pretend
wrong.
like we
I
know
have
for
no
sure.
idea.
So let's
Yeah.
not
We
speculate.
don't know for sure, yeah, it's true.
I can't remember either.
It wasn't that long ago, we just got bad memory.
If Liquid gets rolling here, though, I feel like they're gonna play so passive with JDM. Like, against us, they always let Yard go, you know. I never saw JDM when I picked... I don't know where he stood, if you remember, but I think he's always playing around catwalk and ramp.
Raid boss again. They went upper last time. Tech 9 armor.
Okay. He's got the fastest spawn. Does he choose to go ramp?
Ramp this time. They might just watch for the ramp push and then regroup and do an upper split.
Just checking any of that CT aggression.
There are 2 smokes and 2 flashes, so maybe like this is like a notorious Jason strat too. Just do like a shitty fake somewhere and then go the opposite direction.
But in what way is this a fake? Do you just show face a little bit?
Well, if you're using utility on
There you
pistol
go.
round, then it's usually like, hey, we're coming here, right?
They used one of those smokes already.
Yep.
And they've managed to get the trade. Now, if they get Stan here, that's actually a very respectable.
They don't need to.
They're just
Take
going to
lower.
dive.
Ignore him. Take lower.
Straight down they go, checking their corners. It's going to be a free site for that plant. It's going to be Naf then, having a wiggle. And Nitro reveals his location as well. Naf's going to find himself dug in on that staircase. And it does seem like the majority of Liquid are all going to come flowing down ramp. Jason. His strategy's worked out so far. Let's see if he can put the cherry on top. Not yet. Twist is just going to have to be a little bit of a decoy at this point. He's jumping around the corner. He's going to fall down. This is going to be Tarek. Finishes what Mixwell started and more. Nitro's head gone.
This had the kit under heaven, and he went ramp. No kit, no smoke, no decoy to defuse.
So when you say typical Jason strat, did you get what you bargained for? Slight fake with a smoke and then rush ramp?
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing on every map. So we'll see it again next round or next map when OpTic's on T side to see if this holds true at least for another.
Calling. I mean, I imagine this is going to be a big confidence boost for him as an individual, right? If he is being the voice of the team, if he is making calls as a trial, as you know, I imagine that doesn't happen very often. You're a trial for a team and you're making the calls. That's very unique and unique situation that OpTic are experiencing right now.
I think the only unique thing about it would be that he's not an in-game leader and he's doing it.
So you think it's happened many times where you've trialed for a team but also made all the calls?
Yep.
Really?
I've seen it happen several times, either myself or someone else I've played with.
So you've got 4 players that just can't quite find the right leader?
Yeah. When I was brought into iBuyPower, it was to be an in-game leader, and I did at the start.
Interesting.
And I did as well, like, I don't know, like we were back and forth a lot. And then like before that, when I was playing like even CSGO, Nuke was in-game leader, we brought another team to do it. Even back to CS Source.
Rewind, rolling back the years.
Rolling back the years.
Yeah. I even did it as well. I think with Epsilon we were like me, Res, Freddy, and Dopplan.
You can do that.
Yeah. And then we took in Excelos, and he was gonna in-game lead, and he never in-game lead. And then we did it again with Barbar. So it was a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Barbar.
Yeah. Barbar, that's a sick fucking man.
He's a crazy human being.
He's a fucked up man.
I've only heard stories, and the miner as well.
I have some.
You've got some good ones.
Some non-kid stories.
Yeah. I think you shared one of those stories with me in Atlanta, and it haunts my nightmares still.
It haunts your nightmares?
It haunts my nightmares. So like, you know, when I'm having a nightmare, then Barbar enters my nightmare. That's how bad it is. Right?
It's like Freddy Krueger times 2.
Yeah. You can't escape. But still, here we go. Mac 10s are in action, but so are the helmets, and Mixwell's already taking that head straight off of JDM's shoulders. Still, somehow we're getting some trades and stands using that CZ very efficiently. War is becoming more of a challenge now.
Mixwell's just cleaning up, getting all the important kills. Standing 1v2. Good call from OpTic, knowing that Liquid, if they force, they're not going to have incendiaries to stop the squeaky rush. That they're going to only be on pistols, so they got the trade kills, got the bomb down, and I think this is going to be round number 15 for OpTic Gaming.
Yup. So we can have quite a quick first map, not second. First.
Yes, Alex, map number 1.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Numero uno.
How many languages can you say the number 1 in?
Number 1.
So I can do it in English,
Numero uno.
German, Spanish.
That's German.
Eins.
You have to say number 1, not 1.
The number
Nummer
1.
eins.
Number 1.
Dutch, Een. French,
Un.
Spanish
as well.
Spanish, what would you say it was? What's Spanish?
Uno.
Uno.
Oh yeah, uno.
Hebrew. Echad.
Dos.
Should have got that kill.
JDM's gonna be kicking himself.
But sometimes with the UMP, it feels like the bullets just disappear. Or what am I saying? It happens all the time with every gun in CSGO. So. It's like, yeah.
Just Counter-Strike things, just CSGO things.
Yeah.
They're trying to find Mixwell, and nades are raining out. 4 UMPs. It's a last-ditch effort, and Twist is going to make his work. Billets didn't disappear. Or if they did, they disappeared into the chest of Jason, and now back and forth. Oh, we got caught on the ladder. That could have very well have caused the inaccuracy we witnessed there. Stan goes weapon hunting. A long and heavy sigh, as it does look like Liquid could survive for yet another round. It's going to be 15-4 then. Is this just a question like?
Why do you stare at me like that?
Is this just delaying the inevitable when it gets to this point? Yanko, that's just like go.
Yes, Alex. Yes, it is.
Delaying the inevitable. You have to try, right? You can't just sit there and go, right, guys, let's lose it and start talking about map 2.
Of course you can't. You need to try till the very end.
Always. Never.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Sometimes you.
Has it happened before, Draken? You know, you sat there and just go, right, guys, screw it. Let's talk about Mirage.
All the time. All the time.
Really?
But in FPL, it's like every single fucking game. But
well, in
this
FPL,
is
I hate this team that I'm stuck with. I can't wait till the next game when we have a new captain or whatever, right?
New cap.
Yeah. You're just hoping that some people won't re-queue.
What?
You hope that some people in your game
yeah.
that are on your team, they're just like, I hope they're done for the night. They don't.
Yeah, I mean,
hope their internet gets shut down.
I mean, in FPL, there's like, get fucked. In FPL, there's like, 20 players that absolutely shouldn't be there, but still are there just to even out the games.
Same thing with Rank S. There's about 50 people.
Yeah.
I think this could potentially go 15-15.
You think?
Well, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. Everything is possible.
The only certainty in life is death.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
That's pretty.
That's a good
wait to make it dark, Alex.
No, he played lots of Call of Duty. He mentioned this earlier. That's one of the quotes.
Oh, that's
from,
slow and painful death.
What have you got for us? What have you got for us, Rush? Here we go. He's going to finish the game right here. Next round.
Or is he?
Game sound just got really quiet for me. It's really distracting. What did I do? Maybe I've just gone deaf. That's better.
Nice.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
No.
I know you did.
You need to keep up the flow of this.
It's my responsibility.
It is.
Absolutely it is. Let's have a look.
Top bands.
So this is one of the most full buys going up against complete unarmored T's. Should be over rather quickly. And Twist is going to be looking to instigate some of that. Nothing really. Tarek just tickled by the flames, and JDM's going to be the one to draw first blood. So this should be it. It's just, I mean, I imagine Liquid's only objective here is just not losing any of those weapons. Ooh, Jason.
Nice.
Jason, what are you doing? Leaping from the heavens.
Kills down. Doesn't want to intimidate the other team too badly.
Okay, so OpTic's gonna lose this, and then they're gonna win a Tech 9 armor next round.
Ah, classic.
Yeah.
The SK, we saw that yesterday.
16-7.
16-7?
Yep.
Nice.
Let's have a look. They have got 3 Molotovs. I know you're on T side still. You're making the call. You want to finish this game? What are you saying? What are you chatting? You know, there's an open play. What's your call?
God damn, I wish we had time to go over this map with an in-game leader.
They've done incredible. I mean, the fact that they are potentially about to win Nuke versus Stan with a stand-in in-game leader is definitely some praise to be hailed there. The 12-3 half certainly helps.
Ooh, scummy.
Aggressive from
Yeah,
CT.
they did this a lot yesterday.
This is really risky for Liquid as well because they are on match point, or map point rather.
I mean, surely that's it. That alone is so much information. They know they're going to be.
It's information, but it's when you don't have any rounds that you can kind of afford, like
take a risk.
If they lose one round, they lose the map. So if it's 13-6, 12-6, that type of thing, then absolutely great play, get loads of info. But here, oh my, it's like tight butthole and everything, butt clench, everything.
Yeah. This is definitely some butt-clenching Counter-Strike. You can see OpTic have actually they've been hitting the brakes somewhat. They've got some progress, some map control, towards Secret, but they haven't actually chosen to commit.
Liquid rotated off that info from the lobby push. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Nice. So they did jack shit with the info.
They knew they weren't lobby. And
wait, why is there 20 seconds left? OpTic's out of nades and just rushing into upper now.
They're never gonna win this.
Nitro, they know where you are.
There you go.
But it doesn't matter.
Time him out, time him out. pussy.
We'll just watch him run around for 8 seconds. Was that an automatic one there, Josh?
I just...
You look so guilty after you said that.
I'm just like, wait, can I say that?
Say what you want.
Nice.
I mean, like here, do you feel like OpTic should force a bit, or should they
No,
just
no,
fully
they're on
equal?
match point.
Yeah, exactly. They should just fully equal.
They have
like,
8 rounds to
they
work
can
with.
even do a fucking Glock.
They could save until 16k
Yeah.
and then buy out for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Equal 2 full rounds, you know, and then just
Yeah.
bomb it.
We'll get the perfect buy.
Yeah.
Full Glock. Like the only time that you would ever want to like kind of maybe half buy or buy pistols or something like that is if Liquid's economy is really low and you're trying to keep it low so that you can finally break them. That's the only time. But if Liquid's got money to keep buying, there's not a single reason to want to do an armor.
Yeah, there we go on armor. I promise you, we're gonna see like 2 tech, Kev. No?
Don't do it. Basically buying 2K
Mixwell is
at this
gonna do it.
point.
It's alright. They got the one dude with armor, so they're going to win the round.
Okay, they're actually...
So 3 smokes.
they're
I
a
guess
bit
is that the outside smokes just to keep
It
them
might
guessing?
be outside to secret.
Yeah,
And that'd be a good bet.
that's a pretty good idea.
Or it might be an upper split through mini.
No, there they go. Raining them out. They use their nades. It's going to keep the CTs guessing. Perhaps a little bit of panic setting in, but nothing really invested as Tarek's going to go strafing down those stairs.
Yeah, Elijah's going to back off. Doesn't have this pre-smoke this time. But he's got the crossfire this time.
this crossfire is nasty.
Yeah, good angles here. Oh, that nade's going to dunk a brew on them. Nope.
It's so hit and miss.
Okay. You know that's Prius too. It's not Heather because he's being a bit of a dick. And colon D coming.
Colon D, yeah. There you go. That's the hole. Okay. So do you say you go double eco, or are you being a bit sarcastic or something?
No, absolutely. Well, I mean, you save until you have like a full buy, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to get armor, gun, and full equipment, full nades.
Maybe treat yourself to a pistol.
No. Come on, let's be real.
I'm sorry. We're being serious. It's not full buy. Mixwell needs more nades. I'm furious. Should have said.
So like, let's say OpTic loses here, then they can do like another save or something. So that buy down until you're able to afford a full buy in the following round.
Yeah. They have hit somewhat of a brick wall, haven't they, OpTic?
Woo! Shot.
Nice shot.
What a
That
shot.
might be the opening that OpTic needs to close out this game as well.
Twists is just going to have to sit and watch as his team desperately try and make their 9th appear.
You notice how OpTic, after they got that kill, they're not rushing into anything? Yeah.
You like that?
That's what Liquid didn't do last half.
Yeah. And the thought process behind that, getting a pick and then not moving, is that just to basically cause the CTs to start rotating, start thinking, overthinking?
It causes them to say, you know what, we're man down,
Yep.
we have less control of the map and less information, so let's do an info-based play.
Like
And
this.
This is what's happening. JDM's going here, he's getting loads of info, so OpTic might run into an upper stack, but I mean, he's doing this with an op, right? You don't want to, oh, will he see Jason on the roof here? He doesn't see him. Here's him running though. Surely? Oh, yeah, this is, oh, don't fuck it up, Josh.
JDM.
Don't fuck it up.
No.
Oh!
God damn it, dude.
Oh!
Don't worry, at least it's
still
still
win,
the
though.
day. At
They'll
least
still
Nitro.
win, but that's just like, what? I mean, what could he possibly have done? Like, AWP them all? Or like,
You hate to see it.
like, give him a rifle. He's just begging for a rifle to just appear. Just be lying on the floor
Honestly,
in front of him.
If I'm in that situation, I go for the knife.
Yeah, or just a one-shot range, you know.
Look him right
Really have
behind
to,
him.
yeah,
Get
like
one.
sneak really fucking close and then just
I would
shoot
just
the guy.
I would just start running, and they'd think that it's just one of their teammates running around, you know?
Stab.
NACS.
I want to see that again, because, like, I mean, his options were so limited.
That was a nice shot from him as well.
That was quick. Like, what do? You go squeaky? Get the squeaky guy?
He freaked
Like,
out because the guy was coming down the ladder. That's
Oh.
the only reason why he started shooting that. But he doesn't even go for headshots, dude. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty cringe.
That's scary, though. Scary situation. OpTic have chosen to...
But even with him not getting the
Course.
kill, he got so much info for his
the
team.
info
Everyone
into-
was
into the
waiting
upper
on
side
upper.
and everything, yeah.
He'd almost done enough before he got a kill. It's just, when you've got 4 backs turned in front of you, or 3, I guess to be specific. The other one was facing towards him. The other guy jumped down the ladder and stared at him, you know what I'm saying? Oh, listen
Very
to me.
specific, Alex.
I've been in America
Good boy.
for 4 days, and now I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, saying.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Jason, got a bit of.
Come back up secret and go into mini garage. If they're men.
Are you not men?
No, they bought like 5 armor tech 9.
Yeah, but they only had like 2 or 3 people that got nades. The others saved.
This is going to be interesting now. This is Liquid getting to double digits. And remember, Liquid infamously as a team always struggled to finish the game. 15 was like their curse. We know that. We spoke all about that.
But that wasn't that with like Hiko and stuff on the team?
I mean, it was a different roster. I'm just talking about the name
You want to
itself.
say it's Hiko's fault?
Where is Hiko now, by the way?
Hiko's
What the fuck
wow,
is that
what the
dude, though?
hell, dude? That's hella shady.
Where is he though?
he's streaming at the moment, I think.
Yeah. Like right now?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. That's
No,
pretty
he
low.
only streams from like 10 to 2 East.
You know, very specifically. That's some real inside info.
Yeah, because that's when Josh doesn't stream.
Yeah.
Yep. Why would I compete with him for viewers? Everyone loves Hiko.
I don't blame them. Lovable fellow. Okay, money's back. Let's try again, OpTic. How many consecutive rounds? It was 12-3, right? And then they got OpTic 1. I wish. Can we bring up the scoreboard just to quickly see how many consecutive rounds? Ooh,
Well, we can still do it.
we'll do it in a sec. Yeah. I want to quickly recap how many consecutive rounds that's been.
Sorry, DJ, we don't want to know.
Can you pull that scoreboard?
7,
up
I
for me?
think,
Is it
because
7?
they had
Yeah,
53.
Yeah, they got the first
the
three.
first 3.
Okay. Oof. Mixwell's done it
Oh,
again.
I got another.
And that's onto their opera as well.
First it was Twist, now it's JDM, and they know exactly where Elige is. They saw him cross. That's what these mates are going to tell him.
That's slimy if you do that. OpTic looks like they're waiting for it too.
Is he seriously going to get through that?
He got the he
Elige!
gets away with
Oh.
it.
Oh, they knew he was coming.
OpTic, you can't let that happen.
Oh, no.
Can't let him get away. He's so lucky that no one was on the silo at that time.
I would tilt there if I was Jason, because he was like smoking and the other guy was holding.
Not the angle that.
Yeah,
Jason
exactly,
needed to
like
hold.
way further back.
Smoking off mini, where they're gonna go heaven maybe. And all 4 of OpTic. OpTic was doing this yesterday, where they just send 4 to 5 people all to the same spot, and they just give up map control entirely. But it looks like they're gonna do a split here, just go through heaven and then through mini. Even though they smoked off mini, they might end up going through there. So that's a little bit of a fake out, just smoking off mini. Oh, we're gonna not go mini. Psych. Yeah, someone's definitely gonna be there.
What? Ah, they lost.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
okay, they
4
won.
bullets.
Twist
3.
versus. Yeah.
There we go.
Mixwell just too good.
Yeah, he has number 10 for a reason, right?
How many kills did he end up with?
23.
23. It's pretty even across the board on OpTic. But yeah, winning both pistols on Nuke tends to help a lot.
It certainly does. I was starting to get a little nervous for OpTic, 'cause they were so close for so long. Fortunately, Mixwell eventually keeps those frags coming. What was JDM's plan there? Was that him going to try and do that peek after in front of the smokes that we saw before?
Something red bin, yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Anticipating Mixwell's eyes there so quickly.
Again, like when you don't have any rounds to lose, like if you can't afford to lose any rounds, you can't do those risky plays like that.
There you go. That's a big, big celebration.
Ooh, we almost saw.
You see
white
Smooth
person
Haze,
open.
man. He's telling you, you know, he puts on his suit, gets
You
his
think he's
fresh
Snoop Dogg
haircut.
in
He's
in
so
disguise?
smooth. Yeah.
Slick AF.
He is Slick AF, Dad AF, and all the other AFs.
Daddy boy.
Hey, look, there's like a Swedish gathering going on behind us.
Nice.
How do I say hello to them, Draken?
Shen.
Hello, I think.
What is it?
So, dudes.
Sir, dude. Holla! We them boys.
Yeah, shout out to the boys, man.
Did you do that in I did that in DreamHack. That's really cool. That like DreamHack thing where you go, what is it? How does it work? You must have been there. As a young Swede, you must have gone to DreamHack. So you go like,
yeah, I was
Hala,
once.
and they go, Hala.
To wake people up.
Oh, is that the game where it's like
is that,
you
is that right?
slowly
Yeah.
like
Hello.
Hello, and everyone. Yeah, that's right.
Is that like when you say penis and then the next person has to say it like louder and
We
louder?
did that.
Something like
yeah,
that.
we did that with bogeys though.
Bogeys?
Yeah, because we were, polite British people.
Wait, what?
Bogeys.
Oh.
Bogeys are boogers, I think.
Oh,
in
okay.
America.
I think for
Just
if
in
you
case
didn't put
you
your
didn't
finger
know,
up your
just in case
nose,
you
I
didn't
wouldn't
know.
have known what a bugger was. So thank you for that.
Well, we're going to go ahead and discuss all these important information and details, and when we come back, we're going to have a second map. Draken might join the Swedish party, might be with us. We'll find out. See you soon.
What is it with you rock and rollers? You can perform